The St. Stephen's parishioners, and there are a lot of volunteers that come in from St. Stephen's there to help with the academic piece, assisting our teachers and getting the homework done. Our teachers prepare them with materials to help in a tutoring capacity. They help out as mentors and ensuring that they have just that kind of positive relationship so they can build one another up. And that's the greatest part about it, as well as, the volunteers, the parishioners from St. Stephen's are learning about themselves, learning about the value that they can present. Coming into a relationship like that at Peter Paul, you don't know what you're going to be able to offer up to these children. And it's fine. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to know how to play the guitar or anything like that. You can come in and just be yourself. And you learn so much about yourself. The kids learn so much about you. They learn so much about themselves. But then those relationships start to build, and they start to really engage one another in ways where the parishioners are able to take them off site, out of the community on excursions. I know I've heard of stories of kids being on boats on the river and that type of thing, or rock climbing I've heard of, And these are experiences that without parishioners from St. Stephen's and other volunteers, these kids wouldn't have these experiences outside of their community. That's the great part about it. Peter Paul has a mission. You can't have a mission without missionaries. That's the way I see the relationship between Peter Paul and St. Stephen's. You all provide us with the missionaries to deliver on our mission, whether it's ensuring that the kids have that relationship they need or that additional support to make sure that we're able to concentrate on the academic piece to propel these children into a more positive and sustainable future for themselves and their community. Without the relationships that St. Stephen's parishioners and other volunteers contribute, these kids wouldn't have the resources they need, the motivation they need, the examples they need to see on a daily basis. They wouldn't have that. We can try on our best, but we're only a handful of employees. We have the professional expertise to get the job done. We can't get our jobs done. We can't achieve our mission without having those missionaries there to keep those kids engaged, to have those relationships in place, to make sure that they're coming on a daily basis. And that's the important part and the value that St. Stephen's presents to Peter Paul.